Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on the 9th Tirumurai, 17th Tirupadigam and the very first verse. With Lord Shiva's grace, we have already concluded 16 Tirupadigams from the 9th Tirumurai. Today, by his grace, we are going to start with the next Tirupadigam, which is number 17. This is written to a place called as Thiruvidai marudhoor. This deity, as in this place, is sung by all the three saints, as in Thiruñana Sambandar, Thirunavukarasar and Nambi Aarurar. Now we are going to start with the very first verse. This is also in Panjamam Pan, Tiruchitrambalam. Veyya senjothi mandalam poliya vingirul nadunal yamathor payya sembandal paruvani umildu பாவியன் காதல் செய் காதில் ஐய செம்பொன் தோட்டவிர் சடை மொழுப்பின் அழிவழகிய திருநீற்று பைய செங்கண்டத்து அண்டவன் அவர்கோன் மறுவிடம் திருவிடை மாருதே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். Today's verse is very practical verse that is given to us. Here Lord Shiva is in the place called as Thiruvidai marudhoor. He is the one who is going to be the savior for the entire souls that is there in this world. Here, when we look at this verse, he is giving an analogy or a metaphor of sun. It's an analogy, it's sun. When we look at sun, there is so bright light coming from it, but in between the sun's rays there is pitch darkness, which has been proven by the latest science as of now. How is this going to be related to us, right? If you talk about souls like us, we are leaning towards sun, which is Lord Shiva, that at that point in time we are bright. The moment we shift, like a pendulum, when we shift towards Arnavam, to the worldly things, we get the darkness. So we are shifting between the light and the darkness in our day-to-day life. That is what the very first verse statement talks about. The next one he says is, if you look at a snake, the snake has poison. We all know snake venom is really poisonous. Now this venom, when it did not use it for a very long time, it solidifies and it becomes one of the most precious gems, which is called as Nagamani. Similar to what we have. If you look at a snake, the snake's poison is in its mouth. Similar to what we are doing as of now. We are talking something, we are speaking. When we are talking, if we speak words about Shiva, if we are talking about Shiva, or if we are singing about Shiva, or if we are discussing like satsang and all these about Shiva, then our words becomes Nagamani. If we are not talking about Shiva, but we are talking about whatever is happening in this world, then these words are considered to be venomous. So what needs to be coming out from our mouth? We are the one who's going to decide it. But remember, once we start giving Nagamani, that is what Lord Shiva loves to hear, and that is what he is wearing as his earrings also, to say that he has acknowledged our speech, our words, our thoughts. These beautiful experiences are happening in the place called as Thiruvidai marudhoor. Here Lord Shiva has a beautiful, he's having Ganges, and the Ganges, the water from the Ganges is purifying us. Because of that, we are getting rid of our karmic deeds, and along with that, he is also giving us the holy ashes, which means he is initiating us in this path of Saivism, and he is making sure that we are getting into the path of the spirituality in order to reach his lotus feet. That is what verse number 1, first verse talks about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam.